Welcome to Rewire Yourself Rich, the podcast for the woman who's done with temporary bullshit mindset shifts and ready for a full nervous system level identity upgrade. The woman who knows she was born to transform the world with her unique superpowers. I'm your host, Kelly Pender, wealth identity rewiring expert, intuitive mentor, and creator of the Rich Coded Method. In our world, we don't manifest like needy ass bitches. We re-encode the big fucking deal wealthy woman back into yourselves. We shift your DNA to remember who the fuck you are. Ready to become rich coded, getting paid to exist? Let's fucking go. Kerry, I'm so excited to have you on the podcast. This is going to be everything because Hue-man design, Hue, as soon as you shared this with me, I was like, this is magic. This is everything. We need you on the podcast. So artist, color psychologist, you are just magic with your genius. And you and I have been in each other's worlds for quite a few years now. And here you are back on the pod. I'm so excited to have you. Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It's been about 3 or 4 years, I think, since we did our first podcast.
Yeah.
And I was kind of just getting started with all this color stuff.
Yep.
And it's kind of developed quite a lot since then.
It's massively developed. So can you share with us the Hue-man design, again, Hue, all about color, the Hue-man design profile that you share with others? How did you start doing that? How did this idea come your way? Because this is so unique. This is just I'm very excited.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it kind of happened a bit organically. As I mentioned last time I was here, we were talking about manifesting with color and using color to sort of change your emotional state depending on what you wanted to manifest. And after that, I kind of went down a bit of a rabbit hole with the whole color therapy and just like chromotherapy, all this kind of stuff. And I came across in a book, I came across the concept of soul colors,
Ooh.
which for some inexplicable reason, I just knew that was what I was meant to be doing. I just knew it was my thing to kind of develop and expand on and really go deeper with. I've always known I wanted to do something with colour, but I've never really known what and been able to sort of put my finger on exactly what it is. And when I read about soul colours, I knew I was just like, yeah, that's it. This is my thing to own and bring and birth into the world. So yeah, it kind of happened over a couple of years. I've been sort of researching and fine tuning and getting it all right into one kind of modality, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes, this is such a unique modality. And I would love to hear how you use Hue-man design to allow us to become unfuckwithable and get what we want in our lives.
Okay, so as you know, because you deal a lot with frequency and energy, and we all have our own kind of baseline frequency. Our personalities and our beliefs are all kind of inherited and programmed into us and that kind of thing. But underneath all that, we all have a baseline frequency. So basically, what I've done with Hue-man design is to sort of translate that energy into color
Okay.
so that it's easier for people to kind of understand. It's easier to implement as well. The beauty of color is that we just sort of automatically know what it means and like whether we like it, whether it resonates, it gets straight into our subconscious mind before words, before symbols, so you can instantly connect with
Mhm.
color, faster than you do with anything else. And it does bypass that logical part of our brain. So yeah, it's kind of an easy way of remembering who you are at sort of soul level and soul identity.
Yes. Mm. So, would you say that it matters the colors in your environment?
Yes, absolutely. We have our own energy field, our own electromagnetic field, and color at the end of the day is energy as well. It's how we see energy. And these frequencies are constantly interacting with our own energy field. And so this is why sometimes you can be wearing a color or you can be surrounded by a color and it can make you feel a certain way without you even knowing that that's what it's doing. I mean, I'm sure lots of people perhaps, if you want to feel a little bit more powerful, you want to feel sexy, you want to feel confident, you might wear red lipstick, for example, or, red undies or a red t-shirt or something. You've got a lot of black around you in your branding and in your wardrobe, which is interesting because I call myself a recovering blackaholic, because I was surrounded by black and really dark colors for a long, long time, and it kind of had a really compounding effect
Mhm.
on me and my mood and just my whole life, really. And it was when I started introducing more colors that's when my whole sort of personality changed and I opened up and I remembered who I was. Whereas for you, I get the impression that it's much more of a power color.
Mhm.
It's the sort of color that makes you feel strong. It makes you feel really kind of confident and powerful. There's an element of mystery about black as well. So, you've always got that bit of intrigue.
Yes.
Whereas, yeah, say for me, it kind of had the opposite effect and it was keeping me hidden. Whereas for you, it's
Mm.
actually helping you to sort of stand out and be more of you.
Yes. That makes so much sense. Isn't that so interesting? Especially because now you know that I don't follow rules. But if I did and I was like, everyone, black means that you're a professional, so you should wear black and you should have black around you. And it's so interesting because, you know, wearing black, it does make me feel powerful. And then for you, if I were to say that to you, it's like, actually, no, this is keeping my gifts and frequency and essence hidden.
Exactly.
Right. So I love this so much because the rules don't apply. It's not a one size fits all with color.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's where it's so interesting. And that's why I've sort of created this human design system,
Hmm.
because we all have our own frequencies. We all have, we all react to color differently. We all even see color slightly differently as well, depending on, our eyes. I think that's why men and women have so many arguments over color.
Yes.
If you've ever had an argument with your partner about decorating, it's because men and women see colors slightly differently. Men don't, I think men don't see quite as many nuances
Hmm.
in color as women do. So yeah, it's interesting.
That is so interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you did my human design profile and sent it to me. And I would love, before we dive into that, I would love you to share with us the different archetypes.
Okay, yeah. So there are 9 different archetypes. So it's the 7 main colors of the color wheel, in the spectrum, plus magenta and white.
Okay.
And it's all based on numerology. So it's based on your date of birth. So each number has a corresponding color.
Mhm.
And yeah, so the archetypes: red is the dynamo, orange is the enthusiast, yellow is the analyst, green is the nurturer, blue is the communicator, indigo is the teacher, Violet is the Samaritan, magenta is the Maverick,
Mhm.
and white is the Luminary. So they all have their own kind of innate sort of essences, as it were. But then in your profile, you get four colours,
Okay.
which govern each. There are four sort of colours that govern different areas of life.
Hmm.
So your birth colour, so your soul colour, first of all, is your main dominant baseline frequency.
Okay.
That's the one that you can kind of use as your main sort of anchor colour. Your birth color is relating to love and relationships. Your growth color relates to your health and well-being. And your destiny color relates to money, career, purpose, meaning, all that kind of thing as well. So you get these four colors, and then they all interact with each other as well. So there might be overlaps in certain areas as well. So you can kind of like it basically gives you a whole picture of who you are energetically in four colors. So it's a little bit simpler than regular human design.
Yeah. No, I love this. Okay, so for those who are listening who, I mean, we don't need external validation anyway, but it's very fun for us to be like, okay, this makes sense as to why I'm leading this path, as to where I'm going with my mission, my movement. And with the destiny color, you said that that's the one that's like career
Mhm.
oriented. Okay. So this is the one that I would love to talk to. I'm looking at my profile that you gave me now. This is the one I haven't even dove into. So
Right.
for those who are listening who are looking for that validation that they're on the right path, the right destiny path, what would you say to them about a color maybe that's going to speak to them and to their destiny?
Um, so yeah, your destiny color, it kind of gives you that permission to either sort of do more of one thing or do less of something else. It helps you to sort of figure out where you're going,
Mm,
what you're good at, to do with your career and purpose, how your energy can best be directed.
mhm.
Do you want to share what your color is?
I'm on it right now. If I, again, I didn't get to this part yet because I was like,
Yeah,
we're going to dive into it. I think mine is red.
it is. Yeah, yours is red,
Okay.
which is just spot on because you are so aligned with this whole movement that you're creating. You're so aligned with that, and that's why I feel like you're suddenly seeing all this huge growth because reds are, again, it's the dynamo archetype. So reds are very driven, very ambitious. They love getting results. They love to see results. If there's no consequence to their actions, then they're not interested. Yeah, you're very, so being a leader
Mhm.
is very much what you're here for. And when you couple it with your soul color, as well, which is magenta, the maverick. So you're very much leading your own movement. You're doing your own thing. You're doing it your way. Magentas are non-conformists. They throw the rule book out the window. They just don't care. They're just like, nah, I'm just gonna do it my way, and I don't care what anyone thinks. So yeah, so the red and the magenta together for you are so aligned. So leading a movement in your own way, creating your own thing
Mhm.
is exactly the right path for you.
I love it. Um, so when you shared this with me, you were like, I think that you're a magenta. And I was like, well,
Mm.
let me give you my birthday and we'll find out. But what was it? And again, like this is your expertise, so it's probably so obvious to you what everyone's soul color is. But what was it for me that you were like, I think that you're a magenta. I think that you're the maverick.
It's just the way you have gone about things in your own way, doing it your way. And like I know from your social media, you're always talking about we don't follow the rules. We like to do, we do it our own way. And I'm just like, yes, this is so she has to have magenta in her chart somewhere. I knew it. But I did actually originally I thought it was your growth color because I thought you were an August birthday, but you're not, you're a July, aren't you? So yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm glad it's in there. Yeah.
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 Okay.
So
So I would love to hear, since you sent me my profile and I was skimming it and going into it, I would love to hear because I know those who are listening, like we love readings, we love learning about ourselves, we love deepening our soul's work and knowledge. And I mean, human design, like, this is incredible. I would love to hear your thoughts on my profile because I know that you do one-on-one readings and
mhm.
consultations with others, and I would love to experience that while I have you on the pod.
Yeah, so I think we would look at then how you're using those colors, how you're
Mhm.
bringing those colors in. Obviously, you live with other people as well, so
Mhm.
there's kind of that element to take into account, I think. But I think in your personal space and in your kind of perhaps in your wardrobe, in things that you wear, things that you surround yourself with, it's definitely important for you to have certainly magenta. Obviously, I mean, you're wearing magenta red lippy today, which is suits you very well.
Isn't
Um,
that interesting? And just real quick, you know what's funny? Right before this podcast, today I'm very tired and I didn't have my magenta lip on, which who chose this color for me? I don't know. I guess my soul did.
yeah,
But right before I hopped on, I was like, I don't feel like myself. And I was like, oh, my lip. And then as soon as I put it on, I'm just like, hey, I'm ready. Let's go. Like it truly is the color that makes me feel like, let's fucking go. I'm ready to take center stage.
yeah, that's amazing. I think it's because, obviously that frequency is you.
Hmm.
And so as soon as you interact with it, you're back to it's like a reset button.
Yes.
You're back to yourself, you know who you are again.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, just kind of anything you can do like that to keep it's all about keeping yourself coherent energetically. So anytime you're feeling, off balance like that,
Hmm.
you just remember your color and that's all you need to do. There's no kind of rituals, there's no routine, there's no method. That's how simple it is. You can just bring that color into your environment in any way, shape, or form that you feel is right for you,
Yeah.
and you're instantly back to your kind of your base energy.
Mm.
Yeah, so it kind of like in different areas you would use the different colors, but as I say, they do overlap. So, you know, bring them in however you feel.
I love that. I mean, for me, it's the lip, right?
Hmm.
It's like when I have that on, it's all of me, which
Yeah,
feels so good. And it's really cool to know, like, oh, that's why, because that's my soul color.
because it's your soul color. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because mine's magenta as well,
Hmm.
and I've always loved pink and that specific shade of hot fuchsia pink.
Yeah.
And I never even knew why. I even kind of like sort of resisted it for a long time. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, it's too pink, it's too girly for me.
Hmm.
But it kept calling. It just kept calling me, and now I have it. I have it everywhere. I've got a magenta pink sofa, which I just love.
Okay. I love that. Well, there's an
Yeah,
environment. Just get a
exactly.
magenta couch.
Yeah, yeah. I knew I had to have it. It doesn't have to be that big, obviously. Like you say, you can just wear lipstick, but you
Hmm.
know, as long as you're interacting with it. And I think if you're wearing it or like say with the sofa, you're sitting on it, you're getting it on your skin directly.
Okay.
So it's interacting with your energy field directly, which is quite important as well, I think.
as we're talking, I'm like, I think because obviously I have a all black behind me with my stage, but in front of me, I just have boring white walls. So I'm like, maybe I can have some magenta here in front of me because that's what I see.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, bring it in. But white is your birth color.
Oh,
So yeah, so that's okay because you've got that balance then, and it balances out the black nicely.
oh,
So
interesting.
yeah, that gives you the clarity and the space, and especially if that's your kind of your workspace where you're doing this interaction with other people, like we're doing now,
Hmm.
having that white in front of you is going to sort of remind you to stay aligned to your birth frequency, which is, as I say, all about relationships and how you connect to other people. So it's perfect. You're kind of doing it already without even realizing. It's amazing.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so your birth color is, you said it's how you connect to people and relationships.
Relationships, love, yeah, just how you connect with other people, how you relate with other people.
Okay. I do like white. Well, all right, I'm not going to change my office.
No, you don't need to redecorate, you're fine.
Oh my gosh. And then what are the other colors after the
So
birth?
your growth color is about your health and well-being and how you stay regulated.
Okay.
So yours is violet,
Hmm.
which is the Samaritan archetype, but the Samaritan is as a growth color, it's more about how you rest and recharge. But it's also the sort of the most spiritual color. So for you, your spiritual practice is how you how you will sort of recover and recharge. So having a kind of not strict, but maintaining your spiritual practice and your connection to the divine, your channeling, all that kind of thing. That's what energizes you.
Mm, yes, it does. How interesting that my water bottle is that color.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, it's like you're tuned in. Yeah, totally tuned in. This is how it manifests as you being completely soul aligned.
Hmm.
That's how you know, I think, when you're on the right path and you've got these colors around you all without even really realizing it. So that's obviously what's making you feel good, and then that has that ripple effect outwards on everything you do.
Yes. No, like as we're going through this, I'm like, this makes so much sense. But how funny that, I mean, even my violet water bottle, right? Like, I mean, we drink water for our
Yeah,
well-being, for our
for your
health.
well-being. Yeah, exactly.
It's all,
That's crazy.
oh my gosh. But of course. Okay. Yeah, I saw this with the Samaritan stillness and silence restores and
Mm.
recalibrates you.
Yeah. So do you find like you need a little bit of alone time after
Yes.
you've done, th a lot of things? You need your alone time. Yeah, space to sort of just go within.
Yes.
Meditation is probably quite good for you to recharge as well.
Yep. It makes so much sense because I joke with my clients a lot because we always talk about what it is that you need to feel good and just to recalibrate like yourself. And I'm like, guys, I'm happy just staring at a wall.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, stillness.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
never knew why. I'm like, why am I saying that? I'm like,
Mm.
I don't know. That's what I need to recalibrate, and it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny because my growth color is red. So I like to sort of get active and get like hot and sweaty. So I love hot yoga. I love like
Mm,
I like exercise that's made me feel like I've done something.
okay.
Yeah, and I kind of need that heat. Whereas a blue growth color, for example, would be kind of somebody that likes swimming or, likes being around water.
Hmm.
That's what's going to help. rebalance them. So each kind of color has its own different ways that you can recharge.
That is so cool. That makes sense because I never was a fan of hot yoga.
Really?
No. And I
I love
used to
it.
teach it, and I'm like, ugh, why are people doing this? I hate hot yoga.
Oh, see, I like, yeah, again, it's that thing. I need to feel like I've done something. So that's
Mhm.
the red energy.
So interesting. This is so
Mm.
cool.
And yin, like for as a violet, yin yoga is probably better practice for you,
Yes.
or Tai Chi or something like that.
Hmm. Okay. It all makes sense. Love
Yeah,
this.
it's fascinating. I mean, I haven't come across anyone yet that has kind of gone, oh no, that's not me at all. Everyone's been like, oh my God, how accurate is this? This is quite scary. But I think this is it. Once you know, you stop doing all the things that aren't serving you and that feel hard.
Hmm.
And that's the beauty of it. It's self-awareness really and self-recognition. And you can just be like, okay, so that's why I don't do well when I do those things.
Yeah.
It's not my energy. Like that's one reason I quit Instagram,
Okay.
was because I found it exhausting and it wasn't that whole sort of fast, short attention span thing isn't how I like to connect.
Hmm.
My destiny color is indigo.
Okay.
So I'm the teacher. I'm bringing new modalities into the world.
Ooh.
I like long form. I like to go deep.
Yeah.
Indigos like to go deep. Yeah,
So that makes sense while you're on Substack then, right?
exactly. Yeah, and it feels so much more aligned.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
yeah, a red destiny might, yeah, Instagram's probably good for a red destiny, and that's why you probably gravitate towards Instagram more than anything
Okay.
else.
So this is the one that I didn't read about. So I'm the red dynamo.
Hmm.
Tell me about this, Queen.
Okay, so yeah, the dynamo, as I said before, you love getting results.
Hmm.
You like to scale things. You're a natural leader. It, like to take the initiative. And again, coupled with your soul color, you don't like being told what to do. You make your own rules.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah. Yeah. So reds are very driven, but we kind of work. I'm a red birth and a red growth, so we kind of have these fits and spurts. Reds are intense bursts of action and then intentional kind of withdrawal and slow down. So it's all about short bursts of things. And then again, coupled with your violet growth color, that's where you need that time to withdraw and go quiet, and then you can go, hell for leather again for a
Yes.
little while, and then you withdraw. So yeah, reds, you need that intentional rest. Otherwise, you just burn out.
Yes. That's so interesting because, with Human design, I'm a projector and I don't operate like manifestors. I don't operate like manifesting generators. I don't have that endless energy. I have very small pockets of windows of energy and
Yeah.
I know what I need to refuel and it's either resting, napping, like meditating, listening to hypnosis, or like I said, just staring at a wall and being like,
Amazing. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'm not massively well up on normal human design. I know I'm
Mhm.
a generator. I'm a 2-4 generator, which kind of fits with my red indigo,
Mhm.
because I like to sort of be quite extroverted, but then I'll withdraw for a little while and you won't see me again for a few weeks. Or if I interact with too many people, I need like a day to recover
Yes.
after, and that's very introverted energy, which fits with my human design profile. But yeah, so I guess there's probably some overlaps, but say this is just a much, much simpler way of learning about yourself.
Hmm. No, I love this. And as I'm scrolling down, I see more about the dynamo with career strengths and success shadows. And I'm like, oh, what's this? I see money frequency, wealth psychology. I'm like, tell me more about that.
Yeah, so you're kind of the way you earn money, and your wealth frequencies are all kind of dependent on how you use your energy, how you
Mhm.
direct your energy. So yeah, for you, I think as a red, it's very much about you building from, building a foundation and then building upon that foundation. It can be quite quick, and as I say, you like to scale quickly.
Mhm.
So that is how you would best make your money. For me, as an indigo, I take my time over things.
Yeah.
I like to build slowly.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's a much slower process. So again, each color has its own sort of specific frequency and way of building wealth and making money. And there are certain job types or certain industries that are better suited to certain colors. So again, yeah, mine's the teacher. So I'm all about sharing what I know, sharing my knowledge, making it accessible and understandable for people. Whereas you're much more aligned to being a founder or an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
some kind of performer, even, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that I just built a stage in my
I
home?
know, yeah. What I mean, that's why I said when I read through your profile, I was just like, oh my God, she is on it.
That is hilarious. And it's
Yeah.
funny because I mean you were there when I had the secret room call and I said
Yeah.
how I left the coaching industry because I just felt like I never fit in.
Yeah.
And having my Hue-man design profile, I'm like, oh, this makes so much sense.
I know. I was so excited when you said that because I was like, I can't wait to tell you. I can't wait to talk about this with you.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh. See,
Yeah.
and again, I said like we don't need external validation, but that is so validating to me.
Mm,
Right? Because it's like, as humans, we're not the same as anyone. And your whole life where it's like, I'm different, I'm different, I'm different, but
mm,
why? Right? And I can tell I know why I'm different and I accept that. But having this profile and having you share this to me, I'm like, oh, there's just like so much peace and just acceptance and like,
yeah.
yes, I'm going to keep moving in this direction. I've always known that it was meant for me, but it just feels like solidified as truth even more.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. Like you say, it's validation, but it's self-validation. It's like you know yourself so well now. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need that validation from other people. You don't need permission from anyone else because you know who you are and you know that you're on the right path.
Yeah.
I think, and that makes all the difference when it comes to getting what we want.
Hmm. It makes so much sense. Oh, I
Mm.
love this. Becoming unfuckwithable, getting what
Yes.
you want.
Yes.
It's so good. Quick question, this is random, but do
Mhm.
you believe or do you think that these colors we radiate from our aura, from our fields?
Um, yes, but I would say your soul colors then totally different to your aura color. So
Mm.
your aura color will change depending on your emotions and how you're feeling, whereas your human design colors will never change because they're based on your date of birth.
That makes
So
sense.
yeah, so you can radiate that energy out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps while I'm saying that. Um, yeah, when you are aligned with your base colors
Mm-hmm.
and you are completely living from that frequency, then obviously that will naturally radiate outwards. But yeah, your kind of your aura color will change depending on your emotions.
That's so cool. Okay,
Mm.
then I can show you this. Because when you were talking, I was like, wait, there's something in my desk drawer that I got forever ago. I think this was like 2 years ago, and I hope you can see it over Zoom. But do you see the red
Yeah,
and
the
the
red and the
violet?
violet. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, I
Oh
was
my God.
radiating those colors.
You were radiant. See, you've been aligned this whole time and you haven't even known it. But you are obviously highly intuitive
Hmm.
and highly spiritual and highly connected to the divine. And you're channeling all that down and it's coming out as this um, world that you're creating for yourself and this movement that you're creating for everyone. And so yeah, it's yeah, I'm not surprised.
I love it. I was like, wait a second. I know I have a picture of my aura
That's amazing.
photography, and there it is. Oh,
Yeah, I
this
have
is.
mine done actually.
Hmm. So, for those who are listening and who are like, I need this human design profile, I need a reading, I want to learn more about myself, where can we find you and connect with you?
So you can go to my website, which is crowmagic.com, um, or I hang out on Substack these days, and I'm just at Kerry Hussain on Substack, or you can look at the Being Human, HUE Human, which is my actual Substack, where I post articles and things for free, so you can learn all about color and emotional frequencies and how to become unfuckwithable.
Mm, I love it. Amazing. I will put all of that in the show notes. Is there anything else coming through you that wants to be shared or channeled right now for our listeners?
Ooh, well, I would just say actually that if anyone is intrigued, they can find out their soul color for free.
Mm.
You just head over to the website and you'll get a little mini report with your soul color on. But yeah, I would just love people to sort of be more aware of the colors around them, and understand that it is a frequency, it's a vibration, and it does affect us, and there's more to color than meets the eye.
Hmm.
It influences our thoughts, behaviors, and everything really. So I'm just amazed that, more people don't know this, and that, people, it's not a thing. My mission is to kind of bring color therapy back into the mainstream.
Hmm. I love it. It's a beautiful mission. We all need it
Mm,
clearly because I know
yeah.
it this magenta lipstick massively alters my frequency and how I show up and lead. So it is very needed.
Yeah, it's just being aware of what colors you need and what makes you feel good and which ones don't, and shadow colors as well. That's a whole other thing we could have gotten into. And yeah, it goes deep.
I love
So
it.
yeah, as I
Mm.
say, it's all on my blog.
Okay, perfect. Ah, thank you, Carrie, so much for being here, for sharing your magic, your wisdom, your medicine with us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for everything you're doing to align the world.
If you loved this episode as much as I did, please take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram so I can share you and your incredible body of work to my network and celebrate you. And as a special abundance gift, please give us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and I'll send you my sexy sales hypnosis to rewire yourself rich in your sleep.